just overwhelms me with Mass Roach Ravager when I have like 10 immortals, but I'm just not looking at my army, so I don't like force field or storm. Then I look and all my immortals are dead, and I'm like, oh, but my army can kill your army without losing a single unit. Like that for me is one of the ones where someone just does like a YOLO push and you're not looking at your screen. I think it's the not looking at the army that gets me the most.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure there's things that bother me when I play my main races, but whenever I occasionally play Zerg and I'm facing a Terran, I'm very, very critical of the other Terran. You know what I mean? Because like I'm usually on their side of the thing.
Yeah.
And I always get so mad when they just push on to creep. Like they don't even
just
scan.
YOLO.
Yeah, they just YOLO, and I'm like, you're not gonna fucking ever make Masters 2 if you keep doing that, okay? Like this is stupid shit, alright? Like GG, whatever. And then I leave.
I lost to a Terran today who did that. He just dove through creep, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, I don't have enough Zerglings and Banelings. Like, he can do this. I'm like, this... You know, there's like one voice in my head that's like, this guy's a fucking idiot. If I just had the normal Baneling, I'd fucking kill him. You know, the voice is like, well, you know, you gotta actually have those Zerglings and Banelings ready to beat that army. Like, it's not a dumb move unless you actually punish it. You know? Like, I'm too afraid of creep when I'm playing Bio. That's why I'm playing Mech now, because I get too scared of it. I'm just like, oh, this just... I just will not push on creep. I get too pissed off.
Yeah, Bio's too hard.
Bio, too hard. Instead, just burn the drones. Burn, burn, burn. Siege tanks, burn drones.
Yeah, but mine's got made better, so it makes me want to try Bio.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That factory, man. The thing is, like, they may need to go and revert that old Widowmine change. I really do think, like, Widowmines can kind of come out a bit too fast. I mean, they made Widowmines so quick to build. Like, they used to build slower, but you can pump out like 6 Widowmines in a minute out of one reacted factory. It's a lot of production for one building. It's actually insane. It builds them almost as fast as a reacted barracks builds Marines. It takes 3 seconds longer for each pair of Widowmines. It's 21 versus 18. It's kind of crazy. I think when they took away the invisibility, it made sense to increase the production speed, but now they're kind of giving it back. I'm like, ooh, they might need to look at that again.
Oh my god, this fucking Zerg. This is why I SCV Scout. Fucking these people, man.
Just, yeah, pull some auto repair SCVs, throw a bunker down. I think you'll be okay. I would expect Banelings to come behind this, so I'd build another bunker and just build Hellions and Marines.
Not enough energy.
Could just be Ling speed, but yeah, you never know.
Yeah, baby. Let's do this. All right.
He's not making Banelings.
This is I think he's busting.
He's still not making Banelings.
I just focus on the macro here, 3rd depot, and just keep building units, and should be alright.
People don't bust with Banelings anymore. It's all about the Roach Warren.
Especially on this map, right? It's like expanded to his gold base. I played a player who did this to me yesterday. Follow up, 1 base meter. I was like, what's coming? What's coming? And I was like, what the fudge? There's mutas here? I was like, thank God I went 2nd and 3rd barracks before 3rd CC. Like, what the hell?
Nice.
Dude, I have 2 keyboards for game and chat. I have 2 for different PCs. I can type in chat on this one. It's just... I don't like having software linking all my shit.
Oh my god.
That break with every Windows update.
This is the old 13-12 into take 2 bases and drone. Nice.
You'll be right. This is like usually a pretty even playing field, I find. The reason I lose from here is I get tilted. And
Hey, nice. Couple drones.
I don't know why. That's just, I love that, man. It's like, all right. Not only does this tell me you're droning, it tells me you're fucking up your droning. This makes me quite happy.
Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? There's like banging outside my house. Like it feels like someone is banging their hands against my window.
Well, that's terrifying.
Well, I'm not really worried, but it's just like something. It's more like something out there has a big enough shockwave to it that it's rattling all the windows in my house over and over again. It's really annoying.
Oh my god.
I love the like just a couple of seconds of delay on the stream. You're like, oh my god, and I'm like, I think I'm about to see 30. Yep, 30 Zerglings.
There they
Yep.
are. There they are. What time is it down under? It's in my state. It's 11:22 a.m.
Pig, can you move your mouse cursor? Why? It'll just make the stream look shit. Piss off.
Piss off.
Piss off, mate. You just bring up all this shit. Look, now we got all this. We got ZombieGrub there. No. Get rid of that. Oh, actually. Oh, it's showing up on my second. Oh, because my Elgato is showing up a second one. Okay, he was actually helping me. I totally forgot that actually is extended. La 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 la.
Kappa. That feel when the backseat's actually useful.
I know.
Oh, for a second
think
there, I
that
thought
was-
ZombieGrub was going to play Bio.
I didn't even realize that shows up over there. That's crazy. Oh my lord! I was like, what is this white thing flying across the screen? Stream graphics, stream resources, upgrade
your stream at
nerdorgy.com.
Nerdorgy.com. Yeah.
What do you think the tech is?
If you thought orgies would smell bad, you haven't seen anything until you've tried nerdorgy.com.
Guaranteed extra neckbeard, adding the flavor that you won't forget.
Yeah. Baba the Boopy, thank you for the tier 1 reset for 2 months. Welcome back. And 2MBZ, thank you for the tier 1 for 2 months as well. Welcome back. Thank you, gentlemen. Or ladies. Thank you, males/females.
You know, last week, the whole weekend, I was literally singing "When a Man Loves a Female."
No, it's not a male or a female.
What's it? When a male loves a female. I was just like, oh my god. It was stuck in my head for like 4 days.
It was stuck in my head after the stream, or I remember like having a shower later. Like I did some cardio, I had a shower afterwards, and I was just like in the shower going, "When a man loves a female."
Yeah, I literally was playing a whole bunch of
Are we
Michael
watching
Bolton
Innovation
on...
right now? Is Innovation a blonde American girl all of a sudden? Because I'm seeing Banshees kill 20 drones here. What's happening?
Hot diddly damn. And this player's going Hydras as well.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that.
Yeah.
I'm
I
normally
mean,
quite confident against a Hydra guy and Mech, but I fucked up last game real bad.
yeah, I get triggered when I lose games like that. Like I said, it's just like the guy just kept pushing right into the natural with no warning, and you're like, what? It's also hard on
Yeah.
that map because Submarine is very small, and they can just like get from their natural into your natural in no time. So you get
also-
very little warning.
The part about that game that really made me upset was the fact that my entire army was there, and if it was sieged, I would have been fine.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
didn't respond in time. Like, my army actually annihilates his army if I'm in siege mode. But
I get so carried away with harassment and stuff, and I'm so used to having like very
I don't
mobile
even know what I was
forces.
doing,
So
man.
I do the same thing where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna micro this Hellion attack, and I like look back and my whole unsieged tank army is just sitting there, and I'm like, I'm like, if I'm not actually doing anything, why don't I just leave my army like kind of sieged and spread across my bases a bit? I'm like, I know it takes a bit of extra APM, but I'm like, I should probably just leave it sieged up when I don't know, like have map control and stuff, right? And I always forget to do it and die to the same sort of thing.
Oh man, right now, like I in the 10+ years that I've been playing StarCraft, or I guess, you know, a lot of years off that, you know, whatever, been playing it since on and off since release, I've never been as angry after playing the game as I am lately. Like it actually scares me how much I get angry at this game and how quickly I get angry at this game. Never used to.
Yeah.
That right now I'm just incredibly tilted by StarCraft 2 when I play it. I love casting it, love watching it all the time, but when I play it, I just feel incredibly angry, and it makes me not want to play this game. And I need to fix that, obviously, because I do love this game. I know I do.
But it's a cycle for everyone. I think everyone goes through that point where they're frustrated more than enjoying it, right? It's like an inevitable place you find yourself when you're trying really hard. You like try hard and it doesn't work, and it starts to just become a source of frustration, right? So I like that idea of just doing some more focus goal streams and stuff. But it's also like it's hard when StarCraft is like. I was giving the analogy the other day when I was talking about this. I was like, you know, StarCraft, you can have a side bay relationship with StarCraft, but it's going to be pretty toxic, right? Like, if you don't actually give love and affection and devotion to StarCraft, you're gonna come home and all your shit's gonna be like getting thrown out the window, and she's gonna be screaming, and you're gonna be like, honey, calm down, and she's gonna be like, fuck you, don't fucking talk to me, you piece of shit, you be playing fucking Dark Souls, playing fucking League of Legends, fuck you, you know, like it's like, it gets crazy. But like, if you give it the love and affection and you make it know it's your number one day, usually it can be like really positive and stuff, but it's hard to keep that priority.
It's mainly the fourth, weirdly.
Is this the same guy you were playing?
Maybe. There was Banelings putting morphed at you, yeah, right there on the map.
Let's see what all that
So yeah, I think
Yeah, I actually agree with Carnage in my chat just said that playing a small amount of SE2 is worse than playing no SE2. I actually agree with that.
I think it's the mindset change has to happen. Like, there's some people who do it so well where they're like, oh no, like I know I haven't been playing a lot, so I'm gonna like play really aggressive, these kind of fun BC rushes. I don't care if I win or lose. Like, it's all just fun harassment. I'm gonna go like even Florencio style or whatever. And I'm like, oh, like that's what I always forget to do, right? Where I'm like, no, like I'm just gonna play my normal builds. And it's like, well, you've been at Katowice for 2 weeks and you haven't touched the game. And you're jet lagged. Like, does it make sense to like scout every 30 seconds and try to react to everything? I'm like, no, like this is a recipe for disaster. So for me, I find it's like calibrating and trying to have the right goals in the game, the right expectations. Those Hydras don't have muscular augments. That's making me very happy.
No, I mean, they are still doing their thing.
Lurkers are still very good units.
Yeah, actually, I know that I'm basically saying I'm mansplaining here, but I would get Ravens at this point when you have the gas to do it.
Bruh.
Twitch.
Did you not see me change that over?
No, I didn't see that change down.
It's too fast.
I only see 40% of what you're doing because yeah, you're too fast. That's
Hi.
definitely why.
Can I ask a question? So I have a rule in my chat. It's if you're gonna ask a question, you ask it, and then I'll either answer it or I won't answer it. This isn't really a rule so much as common sense of how the world works. It's kind of like if you throw something up, it'll come down eventually. But just shoot, mate. If I don't like the question, I won't answer it. Or if I'm distracted, I might just not notice it. But yeah.
These buttons are super cost efficient.
Okay, get this Maynarde. The problem, this is what the person said, just me, 1-2, 1-4, 1-2.
Okay.
The problem is the contradiction of the moral norm and illegal norm. The situation with the legal norm
Alright,
does
I'm
not
out.
provide for punishment. That's it. You don't want to hear the rest? It's so
Nope.
relevant, Maynard. It's definitely not a bot.
Super not. I'm out. God, I wish I could do that in person. You know when you have to be polite when you're in person, like you're at a... You know, I'm all for having politeness online, but I just like that you can note out of something, just reading something. You know, you can just stop.
That's true. Yeah, like
when you're at a house party and someone says that to you, you have to stand there and nod while drinking. You can't just go, okay, I'm out. You can't do that because it makes you the dick.
it's yeah. I really sometimes wish more people would say copy pastas to me in real life, and I'm like, well, that is kind of what all the conversations on like the train or whatever has been when there's just a crazy person sits next to you, starts telling you about like Cactus Jesus and the Rat King and shit. But like, I kind of just want more like someone comes up, they're like, oh, have you ever been so, you know, distracted into so as to not feel, but then when so as to be what, you know, like, you know, that copy pasta that it like sounds like it's going to go somewhere and it's just absolute nonsense. You're always like 2 sentences deep before you realize it's literally just a bunch of words that lead to nothing. I wish someone would come up to me, look me dead in the eyes at a party, sit in their drink and just say that to me. And then when I'm like, oh, and then they just look at me like offended that I laughed at what they've said. Like, I want more people to be real life Twitch chat trolls, basically, is what I'm saying.
put up some supply depot.
You may just get your wish one day, Pig. There's more and more. Right.
Spots under
I remember, do you remember when kids started all speaking in Twitch memes? I remember being on like public transport and like all these like young teenagers, like 14-year-olds were like, oh, Kappa! And I was like, what the fuck did I just hear?
I used to get tilted at it. I used to be annoyed by it when I talked to people on like Skype, back when Skype was important, you know. And they'd be like, lol,
right.
Kappa in Skype, and I'll be like, oh, keep your Twitch knees on Twitch.
Yeah, man, it was a bit weird. They're like, oh, that's so poggers.
Poggers didn't even exist back then. It was like
That's
pre-Poggers.
No, Craigasm!
Yeah, Craigasm, Kappa. Rager Dongers. I'm like, oh god. Yeah,
Someone in my chat's like, stop it, that was me. I used to say them in real life in school.
I mean, I did do on the Parlor show my, you know, the embarrassing moment where I said poggers in real life to.
As long as it wasn't in a moment of passion with your wife, it's hopefully not as bad.
Yeah.
Poggers!
Pog champ.
Oh shit, this
Yeah,
is Viking.
This definitely isn't the guy I was playing, because the guy I was playing didn't want to make tier 3 stuff.
Oh, that tank.
That tank. Just give him a little splash damage, a little bit of that good action.
Yeah.
I think I got it.
Yeah, I mean, you can even rally Hellions. Like, once you get like 10 Hellions, they should beat those Hydras.
What are your,
Yeah.
I mean, you're so fast, ZombieGrub, I haven't been able to keep up with the upgrades.
Oh my lord.
32.
It's barbecue.
Oi! What the fuck? Get out of here, lurkers. Those are definitely don't have adaptive talons.
Wow, they, yeah.
Holy shit! How does
The
this
length
Zerg
one.
have so many units? This is one of these
I-
Zergs
I-
like,
I
oh, I
actually-
had 7,000 minerals I wasn't spending the whole time.
Every
Yeah.
single time every single time I play TvZ, I'm like that. I'm like, how does he have so much stuff?
There's like a weird thing though when you're in this situation as a mech player where like one tank can kill an army. But like if they get on your production or something, like you could just lose 8 tanks for
That,
nothing.
I think BG just sieged a tank that isn't a full wall off. Oh,
That's
there's
alright.
one there.
That's
never
the
mind.
that's the bait. Yeah, that's the like
That's
come
the
up
bait.
here if you will.
Oh, what?
Jailbait tank. I'm pretty sure ZG wins. Zerg's like got no hatcheries. Are you playing like a lair on the low ground?
Yeah. It's over. This Zerg still has a small chance. There's a small squad of Hydras that are heading home, I think. Like, we should win, but Zerg moved their shit around, you know? By the way, do you think their actual human name is spelt like this? Samuel?
I think
With
so.
a Y in the middle? Because if so, like, how much do your parents have to hate you to name you that? That's worse than if they name you X or whatever the fuck Elon Musk just named his kid. Was it
It's
X?
like some equation he named his kid, I think.
Yeah.
I'm worried about these lings just killing all those tanks.
I think Elon's just being really smart. I think he understands how human potential evolves and that his kid's going to be so rich and privileged, he needs to like handicap them in a way so they build character.
I think they're getting a real name and that was just a placeholder. I think.
Apparently it's XAEA12,
Yes.
but the AE is like a combined symbol.
So, true facts, I'm not actually mining anymore. I want to get some mining.
You
Yeah.
drop yours. That's what you need.
Well, you know, I'm also
And
scared.
then you're going to slide to... What's in the top left of the map? Can that go check his base to see what's on it?
Oh my god, I have a banshee?
Dude.
Oh
Dude.
my god.
He's not going to expect this
totally
cloak
rad.
banshee. Guarantee it.
It is on red hit points though, so you got to cloak it well ahead of time.
Yeah, right? Oh!
Oh, the lair. Kill it. Do it.
Kill the lair. Kill the lair.
Oh,
Kill
he doesn't have an
the
overseer,
lair.
yeah!
Kill the lair. Kill the lair. Apparently they changed it. Now it's XAA-XII. Oh yeah, he was explaining that on KRE. They wouldn't allow it, so they changed it to Roman
Oh, he's
numerals.
not in hold position.
Yeah.
Lings, goodbye, Lings. Oh, that was sick. She's killed the infestation pit and the Hydra den. Literal goddess, tasteless.
Why is this game like this?
This cloak banshee is the MVP. 1 hit point in a dream. That's all we needed, friends.
I
You
love
actually
just
can't
this
get overseers.
safety spread of Tank Raven as well. There is an overseer already out there.
Is there?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, there is.
What's
wild.
up?
Absolutely wild.
Apparently Archangel 12 is a plane. Is it like a spy plane? It's like Archangel 12.
Use Mule to repair it. The Banshee. The Banshee will die extremely fast if it's caught, whether it's full hit points or low hit points. So, he has Vipers.
Alright, that was a spy plane. Oh
Dude,
shit.
look at these slow hydras, man. The slow hydras chasing things around. He never got muscular onwards. Look how slow they are. And now he can't get it. Now he can't get muscular onwards. It's not even an option.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Oh, if you could just flood lings. Just a ling flood. All he needs. Get him, ZG. I want you to win this so bad. Early birthday
Screaming.
present. That's everything, I think.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
I'm just amazed that Zerg has that much. I'm
Right.
impressed. Hello, buddy.
G'day, mate. Yeah, bring in those lurkers.
Oh, God.
1, 2.
That's alright, it'll run out.
No.
Yeah.
So I always,
That's why that point hard.
I've been coaching a lot of people on their verse Mech, and it's two things I always say. Number one, learn how to abduct. It's a much more reliable spell. Number two, if you're gonna blinding cloud, don't look at how clumped the Terran units are. Look at how clumped your hydras are. Because if they're not gonna get surface area, blinding cloud doesn't last for an eternity like it used to. You need to have like 6 surface area. That was a great game. GG's.
Yeah, buddy. Well done, ZG.